What's up, Smudge fam? My name is Tirrell. Thank you for checking this video out. Today we're going to talk about reading tarot without the book. And this has everything to do with trusting your intuition. So you'll see back here I have my tarot cards, and I think the very first place to begin when you are wanting to learn how to read tarot is figuring out what deck really vibes with you. My decks all have a personal experience and a feeling, and it's absolutely okay if you go and buy your own deck. That is an old wives' tale, and this is your deck that you are going to be using and creating a relationship with. So you want to absolutely make sure that it's a deck that you can understand, that the symbolism on there is something that you can read and you connect to, that it feels really applicable to who you are. And that's when your messages are going to come super duper clear. So once you have found your deck, you can begin shuffling the cards. Again, there are a few ways to shuffle, whatever feels natural, whatever feels most comfortable to you, so that you're not fumbling and throwing the cards around, you're not bending any cards, and it's just a good way to get the energy moving through the deck. Your energy is flowing through the deck as you begin shuffling the cards. So really put your mojo in it, put your life in it, you know. I really love looking at the cards. That was the thing that I started doing at the very beginning of my tarot journey, just really dissecting the cards, looking at the symbolism, going back and researching what the symbols were, what the hieroglyphics were, what other tarot readers were saying about the cards. You know, there's so much information online that you can find. A good way to get a grasp on the general basic foundation of each card is to just look at them, go through, research, maybe pick a card for the day, and let that be the card that you really try to embody. And we can't forget your tarot journal. This is going to be the key piece to your learning tarot. Get a tarot journal, make sure you have your pen, and you're gonna write down everything you're learning so that you can return to it. Again, in this tarot journey, you are going to be creating a vocabulary of your own. You are going to be creating a relationship with these cards. This tarot journal can be your own guidebook that you've created, so that every single day when you're returning to your cards and you're writing, you're journaling, you're putting things in, you are integrating all of that knowledge into your body so that it becomes second nature, so that it becomes like a second language where you don't have to think about it, you just create, you just go for it. And so honestly, when you are reading, when you're going through your tarot deck, this is about intuition. This is about you trusting yourself. So as you're reading, take 3 cards out of the deck and begin telling a story. Put them up against each other and just see what the story that you're able to create through these cards. See what comes out. And afterwards, of course, you can go ahead and look up the cards to see if you are on the same page, if you're in the same ballpark. The thing that really stumps people is trusting their intuition. And so the more that you can begin creating storylines with your cards, I think a 3-card spread is a beautiful place to start. That's when you can start really trusting your storytelling. That's when you can start looking at the cards and saying, okay, this card means this, and next to this, I'm seeing how all of these are coming together. Depending on the subject, depending on the focus, depending on what representation each card has, if it's mind, body, spirit, past, present, future, if it's a fear or doubt, or if it's something they're not seeing, these are all good ways to really start drawing up the information. People are going to want you to tell them the future. You are going to want to know the future, but the cards are here to show you your energy. They're here to tell you about what's happening around you in a mirror perspective, right? Mirroring back to you your energy. Sometimes self can't see self, so we need these mirrors to really see what's going on. There's not a whole bunch to learning how to read the tarot. There's no step 1, step 2, step 3. It's just actually practicing. Get to know your cards. Understand the numerology behind it. Understand astrology in a basic sense. Understand the major arcana and the minor arcana. Understand the archetypes of the court cards, right? Get to really know deeply what these cards represent, the elements of the cards, the navigational arenas of the cards, right? Like, you have so much to work at. You have so much to absorb. Don't get flustered with trying to do it right or trying to say the right thing. Say what comes to you and trust it. That has been the #1 guide to my tarot journey and how I've been able to help so many people really expand by trusting my messages and just saying what's on my mind. And I promise it can be scary, but it will be so beneficial. Let me know how this is going. I hope you are ready to dive into your tarot deck and learn a little bit more. Remember, just put the book aside. It's always there. It's always going to be there. Just put the book aside and really start trusting yourself. Start practicing with yourself. Start practicing with people you know, and make it a point to you got to work that intuitive muscle. You got to work that intuitive muscle and build it. You got this. I'll see you later.